generation of acupuncturists aren't practicing, and I believe that's not okay. I was talking to the president of an acupuncture school last year, and he was saying that the generation of acupuncturists that graduated during this COVID timeframe aren't practicing. And I asked him why he thought that was, and he felt like maybe there's a lack of motivation and that there would be a rude awakening when they were going to have to repay loans starting late last year. Have you noticed acupuncture schools in the US closing? AOMA, which is a very reputable acupuncture school, OCOM, ACTCM, the Maryland University of Integrative Health, they're shutting down the acupuncture department. There's also SAC, OCOM. These are acupuncture schools that have decided to shut down. And what is going on with the profession? What is going on with the profession of acupuncture in the US? These are not fly-by-night schools. These are reputable schools and some have been around for a very, very long time. And so why are these schools shutting down? From what I've heard, there are three main reasons for closure. One, enrollment hasn't really bounced back up since COVID times. Two, school expenses are higher, thanks to inflation as well. Three, the federal government announced a gainful employment rule, which is such that for-profit schools are not able to have students apply for financial aid unless they are able to show that they're making above average wages in the area after they graduate. And a lot of acupuncture schools haven't been able to prove this. And this is a problem. Acupuncturists should not be in a place where they are not able to make it after school and making above average wages in the area. Many of you have a lot of good clinical knowledge that you can help people with. And acupuncture, which is an art and a science which can help a lot of people with their health issues. And it's not okay when people don't know about you and it's not okay when people don't know about you and how you could help. And that's really the only distinction. That's really the only difference between someone who is successful in practice and someone who is struggling in practice and not able to make above average wages in the area. There are more acupuncturists not making a sustainable living with acupuncture practicing than there really should be. It's possible to grow a sustainable practice. It's just that it's not always taught in school. There's just not enough time to be teaching it in school. Just think of all the clinical training you need in school to be a good acupuncturist, but there's just not enough time to also teach you about the business side of running things. And many acupuncturists graduate and then struggle with that. And it's not because you're not capable, it's because you don't know how. What I see in the profession is, compared to the chiropractic profession, for example, a lack of attention to actually learning how to build and grow a business sustainably after graduating. You look at chiropractors, and many of them as a whole are more successful than acupuncturists. And in terms of growing a sustainable practice and financially sustainable, and also grow to be larger and help more people. Why is that? It's not because they're smarter than you as a profession. It's because they actually pay attention to practice management. If you look at the culture of chiropractors, many times chiropractors know that after school, they will continue on with learning about practice management and getting help with it. Many of them for example, I was talking to a chiropractor who's just 3 years out of school, and she has a $30,000 a month practice. And that's pretty good for being 3 years on her own in practice. And then I asked her, well, what are you doing? She said, I've had help with growing my practice. And now she wants help getting to the next level. I would say it's more rare for me to see acupuncturists just a few years out of school and then be reaching 30K months and also be continuously having help, and also be continuously getting help, and also be continuously having the help and getting the help to learn how to really take the practice and business to the next level. When you're able to figure out the business side of things, then your practice is going to take off so much more than you ever thought could be possible. Have you ever thought about what you had originally imagined your practice would be like when you started it? The people you'd be helping, maybe having a wonderful full practice was the thing. Or maybe you had a vision to be opening up more than one clinic in your area. But if you end up opening up and then things don't end up going the way that you thought it would, it can make you feel really discouraged. And you're not alone with that. And so when you could actually be in a place where you're continuously making improvements and continuously actually getting better, continuously growing your business, continuously growing to see more patients, continuously growing your income, you're on an up and up. And it's a different kind of vibe and energy and excitement about the practice than if starting off being discouraged, or maybe starting off okay, but then hitting bumps in the road and just feeling like I can figure this out. I'll keep doing what I'm doing and try to figure this out. But if you end up feeling like you're plateauing, or you just know you're capable of so much more, then do something different about it. It's not okay that these schools are closing. It's not okay that acupuncturists are not sustainable in their practices, when they have so much to offer in the way of helping people with more integrative options that could help them so much more beyond just drugs and surgery. And so if you're in a place where you're at a plateau in your practice, or you just feel like you are capable of so much more, then get help. Look for help where you feel like you resonate with whoever you get help with. Make sure they have an approach that feels aligned for you, and that there are good systems and structures in place that could support growth, because those are the things that are often missing when struggling in a practice, or when knowing that you're capable of so much more. And then the other thing too is this idea of thinking, oh, I could just hire it out and then I'll pay someone to do this. Here's the thing, there's certain things that you just cannot delegate, especially as it relates to articulating the value of your services and the messaging that really aligns with attracting the people you would really love to work with. Those are things that are very hard to delegate if you're not really clear on the articulation of that. And so that's why, if you've tried to hire things out before for people to do your marketing, whether it's SEO or social media or website, like, you might have felt like you didn't get as good results as you could have, because those things weren't really clear. And so in every level of growth, whether you are newer to practice, whether you've been in practice for a while and you even have a consistent practice, but now you would like to be growing more, perhaps hiring other acupuncturists or other people to help you, your ability to articulate that to a degree where people are feeling excited about your vision, excited to want to come to your practice, excited to want to come work with you, can make a huge difference in up-leveling growth. And so if you're in a place where you're at a plateau in your practice and you would love to explore getting help to take it to the next level, grow to a fulfilling 6 and even 7-figure practice the introverted way without having to do it the exhausting extroverted way, go to introvertedvisionary.com and book a free call with us. And I'm really excited to see how we can help you grow your practice faster to a place where you are helping the people who really need you, feeling really fulfilled in what you're doing, and also making a difference on the planet with what people could be experiencing with their health. Not about more drugs, not about more surgery, but actually good health. And you play such an important role in it. So I look forward to connecting with you and helping you take your practice to the next level. See you soon.